Good morning, Rich Palzewic here from the Business News, just dropping by, episode number 10. I'm here at Tom Dooley Orchard. Today I'm here with
Sue Vandeslant.
And Mike Vandeslant.
And what is your official title with the orchard?
Owners.
Yeah.
Owners, just the owners.
So
And how long have you actually owned the apple orchard?
it'll be, 29 years?
Yep, 1995.
Yep.
And I think I saw it was in 1967 that the current building was built. Is that accurate? Okay.
Yep.
And then you took it over. Can you talk, Mike, a little bit about how that process went?
Well, at the time I was working in a printing facility and working 12-hour shifts there, and our kids were getting to the age where they're going to be in sports and school activities, so we decided to buy this orchard. I actually grew up a mile down the road. Never been in the orchard business, but we decided to make it a go of it and see how it went. So
And here we are, all these years
here we are,
later.
29 years later. We're getting through it, you know.
Yep.
And how many different varieties of apples do you grow here, Sue?
We grow about 20 different varieties. We start the end of August, somewhere around the 20th is our first variety that comes ready. The last ones we pick probably about the middle of October. So for a while there, we got one or two varieties that are always coming ready. Everybody's got their favorite. So yeah, it's fun to always have new ones come, you know. But it's also fun when the old ones get out and then, you know, we start with new ones.
Now, you also don't just grow apples here. I see pumpkins all around. What are some other services that the orchard actually gives to people?
Well, we have mums. We have someone local that grows all the mums, so we have them coming out here. The pumpkins just were this week that we had just gotten in. So basically, the stuff out front, the squash, and then our biggest attraction is the playground. You know, having everybody come out, have fun with the kids, you know, have a caramel apple, a donut, let them have fun. It's, you know, free, so just let them run and, you know, get crazy. The weekends we have the brat fries, so it's always just a reason to get that fall feeling, come out here, so.
And Mike, can you talk about the shop a little bit? What are some things you offer inside the shop?
Well, as far as the jams and jellies, the bakery, of course, the crafts, she does a really good job on the crafts with the Halloween crafts, the Christmas, and the cider, and yeah, it's
A little bit for everybody.
it's about it. Yeah, what we have in the store, right?
Yep.
How many acres would you have here? Any idea on that?
We have actually there's 24 acres in trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any idea how many trees you'd have? I might be putting you on the spot a little.
8,000.
Okay.
Yep.
How long does it take an apple tree to actually mature and start growing fruit?
We're right around third year.
Okay.
I'll let some fruit hang on. The first 2 years, I keep the fruit off so the tree grows to its structure, and then third year I'll start letting some fruit hang.
And Sue, what are some things I'll be doing today?
Well, we're going to start you off with picking apples. That's what we're going to start you off with. And then once the apples are picked, then we have our sorting room, which you're going to see how we package them. You have to, you know, a nice bag, and which ones we do put in pies, which ones we do put in carameled apples, and which ones we bag for the customers. And hopefully we can have you see how you are at carameling an apple.
That sounds great. Am I allowed to eat an apple when I pick
Sure
it?
are. Yep, that's what I tell all my employees. I mean, have yourself an apple. Not a problem.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
You know it. Yes.
After a quick interview with co-owners Mike and Sue Vandeslant, I tried my hand at picking one of the 20 varieties of apples at the orchard, all the while chomping on a Jonagold. These are all like the proper color to eat and the proper maturation?
There you go, just like that.
Let the stem didn't stay on
That's
that
fine.
one. Okay.
Some they might pull off a little hard because they might not be like real ripe ready.
Okay. Now what happens when I pick a leaf off like that?
We take it off.
Okay.
Yep. Because otherwise it gets stuck in the, or kind of rolls crooked in the grater.
Sure.
So yeah, you want to get them off.
Do you have taller trees than this where you need ladders
Yeah,
or no?
Like that row over there, them are galas.
Okay.
And they're probably another 4 foot taller than these.
Sure.
Yep.
And I'm allowed to eat one if I want it?
You bet.
And which brand am I picking here?
These are the Jonagolds.
Okay.
Jonastar, Jonagold.
Now, better eating or better baking?
Both.
Both, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, just wipe it off a little bit.
Well, let me just take a bite
see what
and
it's
be the
like.
judge here. You'll be able to hear that in the microphone as I'm chewing. Very, very tasty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually crossed with a Jonathan and a Golden Delicious.
Okay.
So you get the tartness of the Jonathan and the sweetness of the Golden.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had this apple, but very, very tasty. So I'll pick a few more here.
Sure, you bet.
Can people, they can buy after you've picked them for them, or how does that work?
Yeah, I have pickers that pick all the fruit out here. We don't have a pick your own.
Okay,
So everything has been picked, washed, and then we put them out for sale.
okay. Oh, I was doing it the wrong way there. I don't want to bruise these apples.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so then normally you have a basket like this full.
Yes, yep. And that'll be about 40 pounds.
Okay,
Yep.
interesting. So then, Mike, you are open 3 months out of the year.
Yep.
So just talk about how crazy things are during those 3 months out of the year.
Well, it usually starts right around, Labor Day, and we'll go all the way through Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is our big pie orders for Thanksgiving, and it's the last kind of hurrah for us. Usually we close the day after Thanksgiving, but yeah, during the year, things get really crazy around here.
So then after the season, after you're closed, what's the prep work on the apples then? Do they just do you prune? What do you do to get ready for the next year?
Once the leaves fall off the trees, probably like the beginning of January, then we'll start pruning. And then that gets us about till about the beginning of April, we have to stop. And then around Mother's Day is when they will be in full bloom. And then, then planting, usually about the end of April.
Okay.
So, and then, just keeping a good close eye on them and making sure everything's going good, and until they're ready to harvest.
It's a year-long process.
It is, yeah. It's not just a seasonal job. It's all year round.
Next, I moved to packing a bag of apples. My creation was even put on the shelf for a hungry customer to purchase. Is this one look okay?
That looks perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you always put them up and down, or
We do.
Okay.
Up on the top, when we have to close the bag, then we might kind of set them on the side.
Sure.
But otherwise, we kind of stack them so we don't want them to fall on.
Okay, so I'm looking. That maybe is a little bit too green. What do you think
No,
about
that
that?
looks like a pretty good one.
Okay.
It's over a good halfway. Yep.
Okay, so then I think this
you can
one
get it in the
will-
corner. Yep. You might, like I said, might have to put that jigsaw puzzle together. Kind
Yeah.
of get it. Yep.
Okay,
perfect.
so it looks like I can get
Yep.
one more layer in
Yep,
there.
you can get another layer for sure. Right now you're doing a half pack bag, which is 5 pounds, but we fill it up. So
Okay.
usually you get way over 5 pounds. Most of the time they're closer to 5 1/4.
Okay.
And it's even with our pack bags. We always give them their bang for their,
Right.
whatever they say.
And I'm sure people really appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah,
Well, thank you,
there
Sue.
we go. Yeah,
Appreciate
you did a
that.
packed a bag. Good
There
job.
you go. Yeah. And will that be put out on the shelf
It
then to sell?
will. We set them right back here on the shelf, and then as soon as we get a whole bunch, they go right out and get sold.
Awesome. Putting on my hairnet now. I did get my hair cut, I think, on Wednesday, so it's a lot shorter than what it was. So
All right. We're gonna grab an apple.
Grab
we have
an
them all
apple.
sized up and washed already.
okay,
Yep.
so these are a little bit smaller than.
Yep, we go
okay.
a little bit smaller on them. Sometimes they have a stem on the end that you have to clip, but this one's good.
Okay.
So we wouldn't have to, but I'll show you what we kind of do.
Sure.
Take them off. All right.
Okay. Stick it on
Straight.
straight. Oh, geez.
Yep, right down the core.
And watching so it doesn't poke my hand.
Exactly.
Wow, that's tough.
It's tough. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm good.
Yep. We put them in there. A little crooked, but not bad for the first time.
Okay.
All right. All right. Bring me one up. I want to see
Okay.
if I can.
I want to
do
see
you a
how
little
the
bit.
expert does it. Pretty straight. Okay. Oops. Keep that up there first.
Yep. Dip it in there as far as you can. Don't burn your fingers. And then sometimes you gotta get a little extra on top so you don't see the apple.
Just like that.
Yeah. And then scrape out all the excess.
Yeah. Not bad. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Definitely have to go quick, don't you?
Yep. Sets up pretty good.
Is that good? Or?
That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay. I don't think that's too bad.
Not too bad for your first time. Awesome.
Yeah, good.
All right. Good.
Last but not least, I moved to the basement where all the baking is done. In what seemed like a scene from Betty Crocker's kitchen, there were 15 ladies preparing and baking pies. After getting instructions, I tried my hand at fluting a pie. It has nothing to do with a musical instrument, in case you're wondering. It's the process of putting a decoration into the top side of the crust. As I held the apple pie with my 2 hands, I rotated it around while I used my 2 fingers to push a design into the crust. Again, I was told my creation would be sold to a hungry customer.
There it is.
Is that
That'll work.
acceptable?
That will be acceptable.
I'd like to thank Mike and Sue from Tom Dooley Orchards for their hospitality and fun. Until next time, Rich Palzewic from the Business News, signing off. As always, thanks for watching. Just dropping. Bye.